regular. You gotta say Petunia.
Caught me at the right time, baby. I was at the
Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see by the title, we are doing a full face of MAC products, and this is my completed look. I love it. I feel like everybody's tried something MAC at some point in their life. I think MAC is really known for certain things, but this time I tried everything. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on these products, then make sure you guys are subscribing to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. Alright guys, so we're going to get straight into this. I'm in my robe, I'm nice and cozy, and I'm in my zone. So you guys have been waiting for this video, and I've been waiting to do this because I'm super excited. So let's get it. All right, so I have nothing on my face right now besides moisturizer. I almost didn't put that on, but my face was real dry. So I'm gonna start off with my brows because typically that's how I would start my makeup anyways. So I'm gonna be using the look at me already stumbling over my words. I'm gonna be using the MAC eyebrow styler in Spike. I've honestly never tried Spike ever in life, so this is gonna be my first time trying it. I know a lot of people rant and rave about it, so we're gonna see, because I know a lot of products are gonna be you know, brought back. They're gonna be throwbacks. A lot of these products I bought online, but a lot of products I already had, such as like the powders, a lot of blushes, a lot of lip products I have already. I just had to pick up a few things, and we'll talk about that later. But this is one of the things I got online. So I don't even know if this is gonna like match my brow hairs, but I know everybody and their mama use Spike, so we're gonna see. And so far I like it because it's like an ashy brown. And that is what I like. I hate when the brown is too dark or too warm and it gives me like a red brow. I do not like that. And I'm actually kind of upset because all of my order did not ship. Whenever I placed my order, I think my stuff in the cart was sold out because it was like during Black Friday. Ooh, this brown color is pretty. It was during Black Friday, so they had like a buy 5 for like $49 or something like that, and when I checked out, it literally was not in my cart, so I didn't get some of the stuff that I thought I ordered. That's unfortunate, but I still like, this is like the most full face tutorial that I've done, if that made any sense. Wow, I really like this color. This is like perfect. I see the hype, and I like the formula. It's not too like dry, and it's not too like waxy. It's literally perfect. But yeah, I didn't get everything, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Oh, I love this brow pencil. I love how it's like brushing out. Like, it's not like, a lot of times when I brush away my brow products, it literally disappears. This is like literally distributing the product how it should. Wow. So I'm debating if I want to use any of these concealers for my brows. I really don't know about this. Oh gosh. Y'all know I just don't like a super liquidy, I don't like a super liquidy concealer underneath my brow, and that's why I had got the pot concealer by MAC, but that's one of the items that did not ship out, so just gonna have to cheat a little bit. My brows are done. It's kind of giving Instagram brows, but I'm kind of sort of not mad at it, so we're just gonna keep it pushing, okay? So next we're gonna move on to eyes. You guys know I had to get some MAC eyeshadow, even though y'all know I really don't wear eyeshadow like that. We're gonna do it one time for the one time. So I decided to get a MAC palette because I was not buying individual MAC shadows. I love the MAC shadows individually, but I just was not about to create a palette or do anything. And I did order a few, but they also didn't come either, so oh well. So I got this eyeshadow palette. This is called Flamboyant, and it's just a nice neutral color. I absolutely love the colors of this. I love it. And then I don't know why I got this, but I got this Powder Kiss Soft Matte eyeshadow in Devoted to Chili. I got it because it was formulated different. I like the Powder Kiss situation, and I was supposed to get lipsticks. Those didn't come either. Like, but you know, it's okay. I didn't need it. I really didn't, because I have a lot of stuff in front of me. So this is it. I feel like this is like a lot more, yeah, it's very smooth. So, you know, this is gonna be one of those colors that goes all over my lid. But I'm gonna try to give y'all a little something today, a little something more, okay? So what I'm gonna do is prime my eyes, and I'm gonna use the MAC Prolong Wear Concealer, and I'm gonna use NW35. Honestly, this color is not ideal for under my eyes. It's giving very much pink, but I'm still gonna use it anyways because I have it. So I'm just going to pumpity pump pump till it pumps out. Okay. So this actually might work. I just don't like pinky things on my face. I like yellow warmth. But I'm gonna take that and put all over my eyelids. And that's gonna act as my eyeshadow base because guess what? I had soft ochre and it didn't come either. Or no, not soft ochre, groundwork. I had one of them, but I had one of the paint pots and it didn't come. But honestly, I wouldn't use it after this video anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Like everything that didn't come, I most likely would not have used after this. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but like it's not in my regular face routine, so it's really not that deep. I'm just letting y'all know. I wasn't trying to half step with this tutorial, but that's just what had happened. I wasn't going back to place another order. I just was like, it is what it is. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and set that, and I'm gonna be using the MAC setting powder. I got the shade Soft Yellow, and I've never tried this before. I never even thought of MAC having a setting powder. Like they obviously had to have one, but I just never thought of that, and it is very yellow. So I'm gonna set that just so that it doesn't crease on me and so that my eyeshadows glide. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Dollywood, and it's this matte that's gonna be my transition. And I'm just gonna take my Morphe brush because I am not buying no MAC brushes, y'all. I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna put that in my crease. And honestly, MAC shadows are top tier. I feel like a lot of people try to like brush MAC off because it became overrated. It became an older brand. And I think it kind of sucks that it became a trend to not like MAC, or like, oh, you still use MAC or something like that. Like that's kind of weird to me. I just was never really a MAC girl. I did indulge in some MAC things. Of course, mainly their lipsticks. I had a foundation, but I just was never a MAC girl. But it's weird how people like loved and were diehard fans of MAC, and then we're like, oh, MAC is not even all of that. Which I mean, MAC does have a few misses, but overall, like MAC kind of like is the blueprint. MAC pretty much paved the way for all these other brands. It just sucks that they're kind of MAC is kind of dated now, so like they're trying to keep up and come out with like this and that, contour palettes, highlights, this and that, when really MAC should just keep it simple, stick to what they know, and you know, keep their clientele or customer base that they already have, because MAC is not ever going to go anywhere. Like it really isn't. So next I'm going to go into the shade Embark. Everybody knows Embark. That is like a OG color. I never used it though, actually. But I'm gonna put that like actually in my crease, not as blown out, just to define it. And now I'm just using a Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just gonna go back. Ooh, this looks so good. It's like different when you see yourself, when you're up close. I don't know, it's just weird, but it looks good. I just wish they had more palettes, because it was like this and like a neon palette. It kind of looked like an electric palette, and then the palette, and then there was another one that was kind of like on the mauvier side. I just wish they had more options. Of course you could build a palette, but okay, so I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called Everyone's Darling. I should have probably put that first, but this has a little bit more purple in it, like a reddish tint, so it's gonna go together with what I'm doing next. So I'm just gonna take some of my Fix Plus. This is the coconut one, and I'm gonna spray my brush, and because that's what everybody used to do when they use MAC shadows, okay? And I'm gonna go into the shade Flamboyant. It's a nice shimmer, and I'm gonna place that all over my lid. Or was it dip the brush and then spray it? That doesn't seem right either. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, wow. All right now. Oh, right now. The only thing that I don't like about the Fix Plus method is that you really have to keep building your eyeshadow up. And that's something I don't like to do. Like y'all know I like to just dip my brush one time and go. That's what I like to do. But anyways, so now I'm going to go back into that brush with no extra product and just kind of blend it all together so that it just doesn't look so plopped. I need to use my glitter primer, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm so sorry, but I'm using my glitter primer because I just think that it just looks better. And this is like taking too long. I'm gonna go back into that shade and pack her on. And you know, the eyeshadow sticks anywhere you put the glitter primer, so I'm getting more payoff and it just looks like a more complete look, because what I just did looked like Natasha 2013, honey. And I don't like that. We in 2020 and we have evolved. Do you see the difference of the eyeshadow look? It just looks so much more complete. All right, now, see, now that looks a lot better, right? So I'm gonna just mix these two. What is this? This is called Love. It's not Love, but basically Love at First Sight. And this one, I'm gonna mix them and kind of just blend it into the crease color so that the look looks more complete. Because it just wasn't looking complete before, and I'm not. This bee is not gonna flop, okay? I refuse. And of course, blend those edges out because we don't want any harsh eyeshadow lines. And I haven't had much fallout, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna go into this shade. It's called Fan the Flames, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner like that. And I like to just, ooh, that is pretty. I like to just drag it down versus like going like this. I don't like that. I like to just go like that because it will hit your eye exactly how it's supposed to. All right, so that's gonna complete the eye look for now. I really like what I'm seeing. You guys know I'm not like the best at eyeshadow, so once like the liner and lashes are on, it looks so professional. But I'm gonna use these wipes. These actually came straight free with my purchase. These are the micellar wipes, micellar water wipes, and I actually really like them. So, and there's a lot in here. I think it's an 80 count. But yeah, it came free with my purchase because I would have never bought that. But I actually really like them. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to my face. I've never tried any MAC primers either. When I think of MAC, I don't think primers ever. I feel like it took a while for them to even come out with any kind of primers or prep and prime besides strobe cream, and I just wasn't. I like strobe cream, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it this time around. So I got the Time Check lotion, and it's supposed to like smooth and help your makeup last. So I'm really excited to try this. It's giving me more of like a skincare feel, which I like. So it's like whatever, I don't know. But I like my primers to have more of like a skincare luxurious kind of feel, just like what it's doing here. And especially because I'm using the foundation I'm going to be using, it's very matte, so I just want something that's going to help my foundation glide on and make it easier for me. So we're nice and primed, and it does have a little bit of a tacky feel. Let me know if you've tried this before. What do you think? Because I'm going to have my makeup on all day, so I'm probably going to check back in and let you guys know how it wore up. I'm not going to make any promises, but... And then I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus. I'm moving on to foundation. I think it's only right that I use a MAC Studio Fix. I have not used this foundation in years. Like, I mean, this is going to be too dark. Yikes. I haven't used this foundation in years because we just moved on, you know, unfortunately. But I normally am NC45, but I always felt like NC45, I feel like every black girl is NC45, but I genuinely feel like NC45 was too yellow, so I got NC47, but I think this might be a little bit too light, too dark. It's definitely gonna be too dark, but we're just gonna work with it. Yeah, it's too dark. But I'm just gonna have to work with it. It is what it is. And this was my first time opening this. Like, I didn't know it was that dark, or I would have exchanged it before I started the video. But that's the fun of these videos, right? Right. So, or maybe not. So I'm just going to apply my foundation how I normally do. Ooh, it smells like paint, honey, spackle. That's one reason why I never really liked Studio Fix. It was honestly never one of my favorite foundations. I used it, but it was not my favorite. I stuck with the powders, I stuck with the Fix Plus, with the concealer, but I just could never get with the foundation. And you guys can see how it's like a little bit darker, but it's really not the end of the world because my concealer is hella light. So that's all the foundation I'm gonna put on, because honestly it's not building up. Like, I'm putting like layers on, but it's not building up. It doesn't look bad, but she's not building. I should just got the foundation that I like. I can't remember. It came in a tube though. It wasn't the Studio Fix, or it wasn't the Studio Tech. It was another one, but it was a waterproof one. But oh well. So now I'm gonna use some concealer. You guys know I like to double conceal, so I got the Pro Longwear in NC50. Maybe that will bring like my natural tone back. So I'm gonna apply that first, if it will come out. And I actually hate concealers like this because, one, I have to use a brush to apply this. It's good for your kit though. And two, when it's done, you can't even take this off. Like, you're just screwed. I don't know. Noodle face. So this is NC50. I probably should have got NC50 as a foundation, but I thought it was gonna be too cool tone, but that would have been perfect. Wow, look at it. But you know, every time I talk about something at the end, I'd be like, wow, it looks so good. So I'm gonna just shut up. Okay, I done blended this out, and now I'm feeling like myself. I'm feeling like the coverage is there. I mean, that's what I do anyway, but I don't know. I just remember this this foundation being so hyped up. Like, this is the staple foundation. Like, this is probably still the #1 foundation in the makeup world because it's just so known. The formula ain't changed, nothing. Well, not that I know of, but it's just like, wow, now I feel like myself. So anyways, now it's time to highlight, and I'm a little scared because this looks very pink. I don't know if you guys can see that, but she's giving very much pink. This is NW35, and I thought NW was warm. Oh, she is white. And it's so crazy because all of this, I'm not going to return any of this. It's just going to go on my kit. So it is what it is. Or maybe I will. Who knows? All right, so I've let this sit for a little bit. I blended out right here and right here just to see if it was setting fast or not, but it was good. So now I'm going to go ahead and blend out the rest of my concealer. And yeah, she's gotten a little thick. And I actually really like this color. Now that it's on my face, it is very bright, but I like it. Because, okay, this is the thing. It's so weird. I feel like sometimes when I use the yellow concealers, like, I like it, but then they just kind of blend into my skin and they don't give me that highlight that I like. So I'm kind of feeling this. I'm kind of feeling it. I think I may have let it sit too long. That's okay. Just got to put a little bit more elbow grease in there. And you guys see I applied my concealer so that my face is lifted. So I really like how this, ooh, my face looks good. Doesn't it look good? I really like it. But anyways, so now I'm gonna set my face. I got this setting powder like I told you guys. This is the it just says set powder in the shade soft yellow. I didn't want to get translucent and I didn't want to get dark because dark be too dark for my under eye, because I still like a bright under eye. So I'm gonna set this, hopefully, you know, I'd be scared to try these setting powders, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set that. It's giving very much flashback. Okay, so this is the thing. Whenever I do this technique with my other powders, it literally melts in. This is not melting in. It's just clinging on to, you guys see the shape of where it's at? It's clinging on to wherever I put that bright that bright concealer. Okay, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. I feel like my face is slowly coming together a little bit. I don't know. But now I'm gonna go in with my skin finish. This is in the shade Dark Deep, and I absolutely love this powder. This powder is unmatched. She does what she needs to do. Actually really like this setting powder. Wow. I feel like you have to use a really light hand with this. In the future, I would definitely use this with a brush under my eyes versus a sponge, but it still looks really good. I have a lot of blushes actually. I got Format. No, sorry. Does this want to come out? I got Film Noir, which is like more of a contour shade, which I'm going to use today. I got Swiss Chocolate, which you guys remember I really wanted that. I don't know if I'm going to use that today. I really do like that though. And then I got Raisin. Like, these are just a heaven to me. Heaven. Like brown blushes on brown skin. And then I got Faux Sure. And this is like a shimmery kind of blush. So I'm gonna use Film Noir to actually contour and see where that goes. Cause I know it says blush, but you can use them for whatever. MAC is a very you can use anything for anything. That's any brand, but it's blush because it's powdered. They don't have like contour shades or anything. I don't even know if they still have the contour palettes anymore. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to use this for. Whoa, it's kind of sticking right there. I'm just going to add some more there because I want it to be even then. I'm going to use Raisin today, but I'm going to use a more just a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to take that on my cheeks and sweep it back. But I'm literally doing it on top of where I place that contour so that everything just meets and merges. I be wanting my blush to look like that filter on Instagram that I always use. Like, please. And I'm going to actually use Swiss Chocolate to contour my nose because I feel like Film Noir will be way too dark. So I'm just going to see how this works on the nose, and it's actually perfect. Okay, you guys, my face is not matte, but it doesn't have a shine to it. I cannot explain it, but there's like a little sheen coming through somewhere. If anybody can explain to me where or why, because I have not put on any highlighter and nothing I've used has shimmer on it, let me know, because I'm genuinely confused. Now I'm going to use my mineralized skin finish. This is the Tiana Taylor collab. This is House of Petunia. And I feel like I can't say Petunia regular. You gotta say Petunia. And I'm just gonna highlight my nose. I actually do kind of like this on my face. So I'm gonna just do just a little bit on my face. Just a little bit. Just like right there. Like this I like on my face. It's very pretty. It literally melts into your face. If you're like me and you're not really a highlighter kind of girl, I would do the mineralized skin finish because it literally like melts in your skin. It doesn't give you that stripe. You see how it's like, it's just there, and I like it on the apples of my cheek. It's giving Elf on the Shelf, but I love. And then I'm gonna highlight my nose with this. So this is probably already a shade. I don't know. I'm sure you could find out online what's comparable. I'll try to leave it below if necessary, but I really do like the shade. I'm glad I got a few things from this collab because I love Tiana Taylor. Like, I love her. Go ahead and do my lashes and liner off camera because those are not MAC related. I don't like MAC lashes. I feel like they're literally beauty supply store lashes in a $15 package, and I don't really use liner enough. Well, I've been using liner recently, but I don't use liner enough to have bought a new liner. So I'm gonna do that and be right back. I almost forgot about lips, and like, girl, how dare you forget about MAC lip product? Because I was finna just throw on some gloss and I was like, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. So I'm going to use a MAC's Chestnut lip liner. You guys all know this. I actually just got acquainted with, this is actually my first chestnut liner ever. I've had so many other ones, but I never got chestnut because I'm like, it's just brown. No, baby, this is groundbreaking. Okay, so I'm about to line my lips. It's so crazy because I used to think that chestnut was not going to be dark enough for me. Because like, when I first started getting into makeup and growing up in my later days, But I thought that I was so much darker than I was, and there's nothing wrong with being dark, but only because when you were buying drugstore foundations, I was typically the last shade or the second to last shade. There was not a range of foundations. So when you're on the last end of the foundation spectrum, you assume that like, oh, I'm just, you know, dark, whatever. And I was putting it on, it wasn't a problem. But I just figured like, oh, chestnut's not gonna be dark enough for me. Like I was using hella dark lip liners. So that's why I never thought it was dark enough for me. But I'm like, and a lot of like lighter girls, I think everybody uses chestnut. Light, dark, in between, everybody uses chestnut. It's just like a staple lip liner. So I'm gonna use Yash just because it's something that you guys can actually get your hands on, and I want, if you guys see this and you like it, you can go get it. I don't want to use like a Selena, Aaliyah, Nicki Minaj, and you can't use it. So I'm gonna use Yash. Now you can leave it like this, a nice matte moment. But I'm gonna do some gloss, and I literally just found Oyster Girl when I went to sharpen my pencil. I thought I lost it and I really wanted to buy a new one, but good thing I didn't. So I'm gonna use Oyster Girl and top that off because I love Oyster Girl. Like the way it settles in your lips, it just looks so good. All right guys, so I'm back, and you know, I was gonna put on a cute little shirt and stuff, but who am I fooling? I'm not doing anything today. So I absolutely love my face. The only complaint I have is that my foundation was a bit too dark. So like it's coming off just very dramatic to me. Like it wasn't as finessable as I thought because I wasn't using my concealer and my products. I had to work with what I had. But or it could be the contour. It's just coming off very like, it's a beat. Like I like my face, but I just wish I would have probably got like NW45 and then bronzed up or something. But you know me, I always trying to do the most. But everything else was great. I love the brow pencil. I like the eyeshadows. I didn't say love because we already know how MAC eyeshadows is coming, so we already knew that. I absolutely loved the concealer and the powder. I would like to incorporate that in my regular face routine and see how that works. Of course, the blushes, top tier, amazing. Same with the skin finish. You see how it's giving me, maybe that's what's making me feel weird about my face, because y'all know every time I put highlighter on my face, I don't like my face, so maybe that's why. And then the lips, you know how they come in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys were asking about this for a long time, and I finally did it. So thanks so much for watching. Comment below, of course, any other brands you want me to do. I do have some in my brain, but I'm always open to trying you guys' suggestions. So thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you guys in my next one.